to see the community come together in the last 2 weeks over a poster in a classroom. A poster that says everyone is welcome.
Well, the community coming together over the last 2 weeks has been nothing short of incredible. As you heard Angela say, over an Everyone is Welcome Here poster, West Ada School District 6th grade teacher Sarah Inama was told to take down. Well, Sarah refused, and the reaction to Sarah's resolve has taken on a life of its own, not just here in the Treasure Valley, but around the country, if not the world. Sarah first shared her story of being asked to remove the poster and why she didn't exactly 2 weeks ago from today. Well, since then, to say her story has gone viral would be a disservice. It's rare to see something on social media have this kind of reaction, and we told you about the request for t-shirts last week. Well, Brigade Screen Printing received so many orders, they decided to hold a mass distribution event out at the Boise Outlet Mall on Friday and Saturday. We were told they had 4 days to pull this event together, and to get them all handed out, they needed 40 volunteers per shift, and they got them. By 8 o'clock on Saturday night, I'm told they handed out some 20,000 t-shirts. 20,000.
It makes me emotional and excited, and it fills my heart with hope, which I think is something that's lacking right now.
Yeah. So come on in. Okay. We'll get you.
Hi. I think it shows that there's more people that think it's wrong than the people that think it's right. And I understand that schools aren't supposed to show anything political, but this is more than politics. This is showing acceptance.
Our students have to feel they're safe in our buildings to be able to learn. And if they feel like they're not welcome or their families aren't welcome, then we can't engage with the students, and they can't. They truly cannot learn if they're feeling threatened.
20,000 t-shirts. Doesn't include the t-shirts and sweatshirts they've sent out over the mail. Okay, so that was Becky Rasmussen you just heard from. She's a teacher in Vancouver, Washington, who just happened to be in Boise this weekend. So she and her friend Chrissy, well, they didn't come to Boise just to pick up a shirt, no. But when they saw Sarah's story on our sister station in Portland, well, they figured they would order one. And since they were here, why not just stop by and pick one up? Just 2 of the 20,000 orders filled. Again, not counting the ones shipped out. And not that shade needs to come from far away, mind you. How about West Ada's Eastern neighbors? Boise School District posting this pic on their Instagram page today. Members of their admin staff all wearing their Everyone is Welcome Here t-shirts. Meanwhile, on Sunday, many of those who picked up their t-shirts wore them to a Chalk the Walk event. And the idea was for West Ada students, West Ada parents, teachers, or whomever, wanted to show their support for Everyone is Welcome Here. And to make that known, that support, make it known in colorful chalk on school sidewalks. Well, when the idea for this event was floated on social media, some 3,000 people said, yeah, they're interested. On Sunday, it seemed like most of them showed up to the West Ada School District admin building.
I was absolutely floored.
You passed me a green.
When I started this, I told my husband that I was expecting maybe 50 people. To see it balloon to over 3,000 people interested in the matter of a week just blew me away.
I'm drawing the Everyone is Welcome sign from Miss Inama's classroom. She's my world civ teacher, and I just wanted to support her. I feel like the reasons the school district gave for why the signs should be taken down were not sufficient, and I want to know why Everyone is Welcome Here is a personal opinion.
I decided to come out to support my son. Came home from school and just was really upset about why the poster was a personal opinion and not just natural. Like, everybody should be welcome.
I wrote that love hurt no one. Basically, I feel like we're hushing what the real problem is, and I think that's the fact that there is a lot of inequality, and in the community here especially, I think it shows that there's a lot of people here that want to make a difference, want equality, want overall just love, and that there is love in majority of our hearts. You did a good job. I like it. I'm a fan. You did it. Yep, now you gotta do the H.
I am a mom to 5 kids in the West Ada School District. My kids are mixed race and have seen discrimination in schools, and so it matters. It matters to have signs like this up and for kids to see that West Ada does believe that everyone belongs, because there are people who feel otherwise. I think it matters more than even the district, seeing that the community can come together and that the community believes that everyone belongs. That speaks volumes and is so powerful.
Well, maybe you're thinking, maybe if the West Ada administration could only see how much this meant to their patrons, maybe it might make a difference with their stance on everyone is welcome here. Except the administrators, well, they didn't get to see all of them, because early this morning, custodial staffs around the district were told to wash them off. This is video of a custodian doing just that at the district office. Not every drawing was washed away, by the way, but a good chunk of them. Custodians received an email before 8 a.m. saying some schools received, quote, some vandalism in the form of paint or chalk writing. So please walk your school and remove any that is found ASAP. That was the email they got. Now, to be clear, the man doing the hosing of the sidewalk there that you just saw, he was just doing his job, just doing what he was told to do. That video, or some variation of it, has been shared on social media throughout the day today. And as was posted there several times, we want to reiterate, please don't take your frustrations out on that man. It's not his fault. And believe me, I know a lot of you are frustrated by this, because we've had several send us pictures of the washed off chalk, including from Lewis and Clark Middle School, where Sarah Inama teaches. You can see what is completed there on the left on Sunday. That's the entrance to the school with the chalk. And then what it looked like this morning. It didn't rain overnight. That was that being hosed off in front of the school. The district office told us this morning they removed the chalk markings at the office and their campuses to, quote, prevent material from being tracked inside and potentially damaging carpets and other interior surfaces, end quote. So schools kept clean, or schools made to feel welcome. It's been 2 weeks since we sat down with Sarah Inama, the 6th grade world civilizations teacher who refused to remove her Everyone is Welcome Here poster from her Lewis and Clark Middle School classroom, and Samuel's teacher. We thought we'd check in with Sarah to see if anything has changed with regard to the poster, the reaction to this whole thing, and what she thinks about her kind of school teacher cult hero status.
Like, I'm still really surprised by it.
Really?
Yeah. Like, that was not my intention about coming public with this, but it's been, I think, really cool.
Does it make you feel, like, does it give you resolve? Does it make you think, okay, I'm making the right decision here?
Yeah, it definitely is a lot of reassurance. I did not think that this is how big it would get. It just makes me happy for our students. Like, they deserve nothing less than to know that all of them are welcome there, and that they have, that message has the backing of this whole community. The whole point was, I just want my students to feel welcomed unconditionally, and I was hesitant about being public about it because I really didn't want them to know that this was a thing, because it's really hard to see kids for the first time learn that there's, you know, harmful and hurtful views out there in the world, and see them be affected by it, and them like think about how that might affect them.
The poster's still up, and you still don't intend to take it down. Like, you still have to the end of the year to take it down. Beyond that, what happens?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you worried about that?
No.
Have you heard from the school district since this first came out? Since you first went public?
Yeah, I had a visit with Dr. Bubb, and he kind of further explained that they see the specific graphic of these hands as the issue, because this graphic has been used by political organizations, and they can't be sure who made this poster and if it's affiliated with political movements or political organizations. And I mean, I bought these posters at a store for classroom supplies, like for teachers. But
the story seems to change a little bit, because what you said, what Dr. Bubb told you recently, because it went from not everyone believes it to it's the skin tones on the hands to now it's the design issue.
Right. The thing that I was first told when I was approached about these posters is that not everyone believes that everyone is welcome. And then twice I was told that. And then I sat down with district officials and they told me that it's the different colored hands and that we have to follow the political environment. The politics of whatever's going on outside the school should not affect how we create our classroom environment. And there's nothing political about welcoming everyone and being diverse. So it's been really confusing for me, and I feel frustrated that I haven't got a straightforward answer. I haven't been answered about what content neutral is in terms of this policy and why my poster is not content neutral.
We've heard from the district, they put out the statement that schools and students don't need a poster to know that they're welcome.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I definitely agree that you can put up a poster, but it means nothing if you don't also exhibit that and reinforce it and teach to it. And it serves as a reminder. We love using reminders of our values. We say the Pledge of Allegiance in school every day. We have the Statue of Liberty. I mean, these are just reminders of what's important in the culture and environment that we're trying to create. So I'm doing my job. And if someone's gonna come and tell me that someone might believe that not everyone is welcome in my classroom, you better believe I'm gonna have a problem with that.
Sarah reminded us of her responsibilities as a teacher to protect her students from discrimination and harassment. And she cites West Ada's policy 403.5. She also cited the Code of Ethics for Idaho Professionals and even the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Last November, by the way, this is interesting. West Ada students were asked to complete a survey about their experience at school. They were asked 19 questions, from food choices in the cafeteria to whether they think the teachers challenge them to think, to whether they feel safe on the bus. And they were asked to rank these things 1 to 5. 1 being, well, they strongly disagree with it, 5 being they strongly agree with it. And it just so happens, we have the results here from Lewis and Clark Middle School. This is Sarah's school, by the way, of this survey. Can you guess what ranked last at Lewis and Clark Middle School on this survey? Question number 15. I believe students are nice or show respect to each other at my school. That's what it says. 2.65 out of 5. Ranked just ahead of I like going to school every day. Or below, I should say. Ranks just below that. So maybe a reminder about the importance of diversity and being welcoming to everyone. They do need a little reminder at Lewis and Clark. And if West Ada wanted to come up with its own everyone is welcome here poster, including the various skin tones, to avoid it being political, Sarah said she'd be fine with that. Again, we tried to get an interview with anyone at West Ada School District today, and again, we were declined respectfully.